Hey everybody, this is Grace, and wanted to make a video, and I came out here, and I said I told Adam I might go down to the park and make a video if there's still some shade. The morning got away from me. I was going to come out here like 2 hours ago, maybe 3, I don't know, but yeah, it got away from me. And anyway, I wanted to do a little video because I've made a few videos lately saying that I'm going to use this channel to rant and stuff like that, you know, but I'm going to mix it up really. Yeah, because I want to talk about why some of the things that have happened over the years, why it led me to this of being very negative, and I want to get out of that. I have wanted to get out of that kind of thing for a while now. Yeah, it was just that so much was coming up, and I needed a place to vent, and it's always been something like writing when I was younger, you know, writing a diary. And then when I got online in 1990, there were various ways to do it then too, you know, online. They used to come, like the first ones I think were like journals and email, what are they called? Email, I can't remember, you know, email diaries. And then they were calling them online diaries, and then blogs, and just such a variety. And then I got on YouTube, and when some of this I've mentioned before, but when I got on YouTube 6 years ago on my original channel, not this one, this month, 6 years, and I saw that there was something to do. Okay, anyway, I saw that there was something to do that on YouTube. I just thought YouTube was music and mainly like how to learn a new language or how to fix your this, you know, back then. I didn't know that they actually had different kinds of things you could do, and I didn't even know that you could do a lot more until much later. But when I got on YouTube, I've said all this before about that I was looking for that, I had started watching that show, what's it called, Extreme Couponing on Netflix or whatever it was on back then, and I wanted to see if they had anything like that on YouTube, or I searched for it and it said something about YouTube. And you see, so then I got on YouTube, and I saw some young woman that was doing Dollar Tree hauls. So, well, I could do that. You know, I started showing more and more, you know, how it recommends. So, wow, I could do that. And I think I mentioned this recently, that after I started doing them, there was a woman, she said that she wrote me a comment, and she was a bigger YouTuber, you know, and she said she was a Dollar Tree person. She said that she likes her girls. What she was saying was like as if I'm one of her girls to do their videos, like their Dollar Tree videos, like this and that. And you know, then like I said, I was new. I had no idea, and I'm like, there's nobody. I really couldn't find anything that said that you had to be under one person and do your Dollar Tree haul videos under that one person's name. Yeah. I mean, under that one person's guidance, I meant, you know, something like that. I'm like, yeah, I didn't believe it, and I'm glad I didn't. I don't even know who it is anymore. But anyway, I want to talk about why it became so kind of negative for me over these years, and it continues, but now, and I also want to say this, that every channel I've ever had, you know, I've mentioned the problems I had with other channels, so I got a new one and all that kind of stuff. And all the channels I had a feeling to them. You know, had a feel. That's what I keep calling it, a feel to it. You know, like if you have your house and you go to somewhere else, you know, like a hotel, somewhere you usually go. Maybe it's a second home, you know, summer home, or your family's home, or whatever, a different home, and it has a feel to it. That's what my channels have. Each one of them is a different feel to it, and a lot of it is because of the way. A lot of it is because of the people who comment, or make videos in response to, or you know, my video, or they steal my ideas. That has been the biggest problem for me, is the people who steal my ideas. It's not been the trolls, you know, that come in, the haters and bashers, that kind of thing. No, it's been the people who come and steal my ideas And this has been the story of my life. I'm serious. The people who are, say, whatever it is, more popular, even in person, okay, or online, they steal from the people who have less. It's been the story of my life, seriously. I'm one of those that when I was a child, Underdog was one of my favorite cartoons, and Chilly Willy, too. But Chilly Willy was like, when you see it, it was like, oh, wow, because it was so rare. There was also one, Simon and his dog. I don't remember what it was. But anyway, I don't know why I got on that. I guess it's Sunday morning, and I'm thinking it's Sunday morning comics. But this has been, and I want to talk about that because I want to move on from this. I don't want this channel. It's not going to be tainted. Although there is already some guy decided he was going to come in and tell me that as a woman, I gotta block delete him really fast. I didn't do it, but I need to. It's more difficult these days on my cell phone when they changed all that. But I need to. I'm going to. Because you're not going to come in some little petty little POS and tell me how I'm supposed to think. Really. Look at that bird. Look at it. Wow. Is that an eagle? It's pretty huge. Wow. Okay. Eagle moment. It's a squirrel moment. Yeah. That was pretty big. Maybe it was. I don't know. But I'm happy to say, by the way, that there are 3 women, older women, and they're talking to one another here in the park. They're the only people in the park. And they're wearing masks. This is Texas, it's mandatory. But my video, one of the videos I made yesterday, I drove around and people walking, they didn't have masks on. And you can get fined for it. I think the maximum was something like $250. I could be wrong on all that. So, anyway. Okay, so some of the stuff I've said in videos in the past, and hopefully I won't rewrite history. You know how as you get older and time goes by. Yeah. But anyway, one of the first things was that. Then there was a woman that, YouTube back then seems, 6 years ago, seemed so, like, community-oriented. And then at some point it turned to money-oriented. I hope it balances out sometime soon. That pendulum swung too far the other way. But there was a woman, the first one, the worst, not the worst one, but the one I was talking about that is my worst problem all around is the copycat. I'm telling you, this woman, I would go to a store, it was a community, and she was one like a friend online. But I would go to Dollar Tree and do my Dollar Tree haul because, like I said, that's really all I thought you could do back then. And then I learned about makeup. There was a makeup channels. Anyway, she would go that day and buy stuff, and the same stuff I bought to do her Dollar Tree. She would do it that day, later on, or the next morning. And yeah, sometimes that's going to happen. People, especially around the same age, and she was around the same age. Consistent. We have similar thoughts. But when it's the same thing over and over and over again every time, day after day after day after day, yeah, you get the picture. Okay, at some point you get the picture. They're copycatting you. And, I've seen some that we've had the same thought and never again. Okay, so I know the difference. Believe me, I know the difference. So anyway, that was her. And then there was a woman I spoke to about it, and we talked on the phone. And at the end of it, I realized she knew her. She was a friend of hers, maybe. I don't know. It was just too much of that histrionic, narcissistic, histrionic. Back then, all that kind of blend stuff. And I should have really thought really dark, deep about it, because it has been consistent. It's been that way in my life. People with narcissistic, histrionic behaviors, not a diagnosis, just the behaviors are this way, especially the histrionic with the, they have to be the center of attention. They don't care how they get it, negative, positive, doesn't matter. They're very loud in the way their appearance, loud in their voices, loud in their cackles, instead of laughter, cackles. They, when they're younger, they're kind of very suggestive especially with their clothing. They can still be that when they get older. Very suggestive, or very they want to be 30 years younger than they are. Okay? And it's not a one-size-fits-all kind of thing, anyway. So, it's been consistent, and they're not always female. One of them was a male. Okay, but that whole thing of they take from the bigger, takes from the smaller, and they copycat steal your ideas, and on and on. It's just been consistent. And like I said, the first one I outed her. I did. I outed her in my own way. Yeah, she and I had the same birthday. And, of course, I didn't know that, and she didn't know it was my birthday either. So, this man seems to be very curious about what I'm doing here. Or maybe not, I don't know. But, I outed her, because I had put up a birthday video later on, and this was when I first started, not long. I don't think it was even a year, so my first birthday had come around. And, I put up my video about it's my birthday, and I had seen how many people, it was later, it was at night, it was at midnight. I had seen how many people had viewed it that day. You have a count, view count, and it had stopped. You know how they stop after a certain time, especially late at night. Well, she got on and left me a comment, but she also gave me a thumbs down. Okay. And after that, she kept every video I made. She thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs down, and I outed her. So, because she was the copycat, she was the original copycat. The first woman was that one that said that her girls, don't call me a girl for one thing, and don't think I'm yours. It's like some possessive POS. Anyway, so there was that one. Okay, so that's two of them. And, after that, at some point, the second one, the one that was copycat, she go to Dollar Tree every time I do something and show the same things. There was more to it than that. There was also that third one, I guess I could say, they seemed like they had a whole thing, smear campaign behind my back, all this kind of crap. Story of my life. I said these whole histrionic things, people in my life, yeah. But what was the other thing that was going on with them? Oh, she was also that type that will say, she would talk about me on her videos, and she would say things like that she just doesn't feel like I'm giving her enough attention. I'm like, what the crap? And believe me, I do watch your videos. I block, not block, but I delete, unsubscribed to her and really haven't looked back. I've checked a few times just to see if she's still alive. Like once every year, maybe. Since then. Oh, okay. So anyway, and then there was that other one. It kind of seemed like I was becoming friends with. No. She did a video about Texans, and I'm Texan, and like mocking and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, I don't need these crazy people anymore in my life, And there's more to that one than that. So that's the third one. And after that, I think at some point I made a second channel because I learned this about the makeup, and I did the second channel because I was having problems with the first channel. Well, the second one had the same problems. Okay. And they still do. Anyway, view counts would just disappear, seriously. Like sometimes a couple of hundred or something, they were just gone. And I don't know them now because I've kind of pretty much said, I'm not that interested in those channels anymore. So anyway, the second channel, I start off as makeup, and then that's not my thing. I got allergies, so I don't wear much makeup. And then we were having our hardwood floors put in, so I went to that, did that for a while. The reconstruction took a month for them to do it, and the remodeling and all. And so I kept tabs with that. And then one day I went to a store, and I was going to do just a regular haul video or something. And I started talking about narcissistic people, and I stayed there doing that for 5 years or so on that channel. But like I said, I've lost interest. It's so negative, and staying in such a negative mode. I want to do a variety. In my original channel, I said I thought I'd typecast myself, Dollar Tree and that. People don't like when I, go away from any haul videos. So this channel, anyway, I'm going to use for variety, And then some of it may be negative, some of it may be just regular life. Negative stuff happens in regular life too. But anyway, so got through those, and I got to stay on task here for the next one. The next person, that would be the fourth, right? This one, she's very popular now. She wasn't then. And that's how it usually goes. They're not all that popular. They're just more than I, And I'm usually not the only target. Okay, not always. That they steal their ideas. They use the smear campaign behind their back. They do all that histrionic crap. Histrionic kind of behaviors. So anyway, this one, she wasn't all that popular. I think she was more popular than the other ones, but very little, Now she's very. But she would take, she actually got on camera and said it more than once, that you go and you take, she was open about it. She didn't care. She said, you just go and you see what other people are doing, people around your age or whatever, she said. You just find some people that are doing these videos and take their ideas and make them your own. Okay? And she was not joke. She really felt that way. That's what you do. You take everybody else's ideas. And one of her friends, her buddies, kept doing that every day. And so that's 4 and 5, maybe you could say. On mine, I don't know who else's. And then she had another friend. She would just, she just seemed like she knew what was going on. Anyway, I think she no longer have, the main one no longer has the friends. And maybe they started stealing from her. I hope so. Okay, this is bouncing around. But that would be justice. I'm not looking for vengeance or whatever. It's justice. That's what Adam reminds me of. He says, you're not looking for that. What you're looking for is justice. Justice to be served. Anyway, he doesn't speak like that. I do. I'm talking so much about histrionics, I got to use their kind of prissy voices. But anyway, so then that went on for a while. And I'm like, man, is this all I'm ever going to see on YouTube? Well, and I had checked it out, and other people were doing videos about that kind of stuff. At one point, I saw one or two said that these people, stealing my ideas. And if you look around, you could probably find some. I don't know. I haven't looked. I think I looked once. And, do the search for it. But yeah, you could see, I see it today. There's a man that is another man. They're both doctors. Another one is, every time the first one puts out a video, he's much popular. The second one, this is the reverse of it. The second one, who's less popular, they've still got millions of views and stuff. But the second one will do the same topic, like within the next 24 hours or so. Oh my goodness. Really, it's pathetic that people go to that. It's pathetic. It's low life. I didn't say low class. It can be, but it's low life. That they just feel comfortable taking somebody's ideas, taking somebody else's views even. Like I said, okay, I need to go on, but there's a woman who steals personas. I've mentioned her before, plenty of times. But anyway, so move on. And I've mentioned all these, I think, at some point. And it was this man. I don't think there was any other between then. I think I had a little bit of a rest. But I think I just had gotten so burnt out. Well, no, there were others. Because when I started doing those on, toxic people, narcissistic behaviors, stuff like that, one woman, I don't even know who she is, but one woman, it had recommended her video. I had just made a video. She later took and redid my video verbatim, word for word, okay, of what I said. And I'd already started to know some really negative things about that, that I didn't even know when I first started that there was a community of doing that until after I put up, made videos. Then it started recommending them, and when I started watching them, I was like, whoa, this stuff is wrong. My degrees are in psychology and sociology, and I was like, that's not right. That's not true. That's not even the word for it. Different videos. And I was like, I don't know about this. A lot of people putting out some misinformation. And then I started seeing things like people trying to get money from people and all kinds of strange ways, in a community that's supposed to be there to help survivors of narcissistic abuse. And they were doing things, trying to get money off of them by doing, you get the gist. So it was just so disgusting to me that I almost quit YouTube totally. Seriously, I had this really bad feeling in my stomach, literally, physically, watching them and going, oh my God, how can people do that? No conscience, none. Of course, my degrees are in psychology and sociology. I knew how people could do that, but just to see so many of them, and then to see them stealing my ideas, oh my goodness. Okay, maybe people are getting the word out. I mean, they're getting the word. The word's getting out to people. There you go. They're wearing masks. That guy I don't know if you saw him, the guy on the bicycle with his dog, he was wearing a mask. Yeah, finally, people are starting to pay attention. And by the way, when you're sitting in your SUV like me alone, you don't have to wear a mask. So, last I heard. So yeah, I don't have a mask on. I have I don't know how many of them in here. Seriously. So anyway, then there was this and okay, let's get back to it, in that community. And I had liked his videos. He had a very dull channel, and he didn't have that many subscribers. It was very dull. But all of a sudden I started noticing his videos were picking up. The topics were better. And didn't take me long. Well, Adam pointed out, I said, I like this guy, and I showed Adam. And I would leave him comments, and Adam says, why is this guy doing videos just like you just did? Story of my life. And I started to notice, and he was like, that's creepy. The way the guy was doing it, it is creepy. Because that guy, it's creepy. And that was somebody who should know better. Somebody who should know better. And he did it for like 2 years, maybe 3, I don't know. His channel started getting interesting, and now he's very popular. At least from what I understand, I don't know. Yeah, that's how he started off, stealing my ideas. And that's when I realized his channel got more interesting, because he was stealing my ideas. Seriously. It's something I would be interested in other words, I'd do a video, he would do one that night, or by the next day. Seriously. That's this thing with these people. And I know I'm not the only person they do it to. Believe me, I know I'm not the only person. I can listen to one person, watch somebody's video, and then the next one, which is this woman that steals people's personas, and she steals their ideas and claims that they're her own thoughts, and that she actually goes out and does research to get to her thoughts. What she does is she watches videos, other people's videos, and thinks anybody, you can go random out there and you can find people who are wrong, but that's her research. No, that's not how research is. Okay, that's not how scientific research goes. You just don't go watch videos and steal people's ideas and claim them as your own. And yeah, it's disgusting. Really. So this channel, I'm telling you, if I catch them, if I do, I'm going to out them right immediately. I've learned over these years, don't give them any, if I see them, like I'm saying, I'm going to out them. Plain and simple. There's so many ways to out them, go and make a comment on there. Ooh, it's interesting that you did the same video right after I do it, and do it, late at night. So yeah, like when you think they'd be asleep. But anyway, no, I'm really not that type. But I've had enough. I have had enough of this type. Like I said, the last one, the more recent one, she steals people's personas, and you see, I'm saying plural. It's not just me. It is not just me. Okay? She will steal some people's personas, their whole, from people who are younger to people who are older. And it's like you're watching someone with dissociative identity disorder, you know, multiple personalities. And my view on her developed over time, and she's so weird. Just, oh my goodness, unbelievable. And I don't know, I'm tired of these people. And I'm worried because so many of what I see that pop up are this type that's very histrionic, and some would say, well, don't you think that'd be normal? Some were saying narcissistic, that, you know, people who are on the computer, you know, on YouTube making videos, they would, of course, they would be narcissistic. I would think, you know, if you're going to stereotype, and that's not good to do, I would think histrionic. Okay? They don't care how they get attention, negative, positive, don't care. They're very loud. You know, they're very, lots of makeup, lots of, you know, bling, lots of whatever they can to shine, to show up, and they do that whole thing of smear campaign behind your back, and they're so easily influenced by the one person to the next person. Like I said, I don't diagnose. It's not a diagnose. I've seen this way too many times, and I really have wondered, is that all I'm going to see? I could not find good, decent people, seriously, for a long, long while. And just more this year, I guess maybe because I had more time, I've started to find some that are not these, but you don't know, you know, some people, you know, with some people I used to get the feeling right away, you know, right then, right first, you know, moment, and then would turn out I was right. But with other people, it takes a while, you know, to see, that's one of those. And not everybody is. Not everybody is. I got to make that point. But the ones that stick out, the ones would be doing videos on the channel about that. See? Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, I wanted to get through all these because I really want to say why sometimes I feel so negative. Nobody's said anything. But why some of my videos are so negative when I'm really not. But like I've said before, I use this for a pressure release valve. I'd use it for various reasons beyond that. But really, you know, sometimes I really want to point these behaviors out. So maybe, I don't know, I don't give advice, no counseling, nothing like that. But really, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this up because I want to get home and eat something. And it's 9:52 a.m., August 9th, 2020. And I'm putting my knee pad on. I want to get home and have something to eat. We got those, Adam went yesterday to Subway, and, you know, he was determined he was going to get one of those rib kind of, you know, it's kind of like McDonald's. They're McRibs. It's supposed to, I don't know if it's supposed to be, but yeah, they seem like they tried it. And what we got was not all that good. I don't know, maybe it's just the ones we got, you know, it's foot long, and I only ate half of one. I took the bread off of it because I'd have too much bread lately. I'm diabetic. I just don't want all that much bread. But still have half. I'm going to probably go and heat that up and see if it tastes any better today. I don't know. But he got two of them, 2 foot longs. And I'm like, for himself, dude, you eat all that much? Really? He's diabetic too. And but I didn't say anything, but he didn't eat all that much. I want to get on with my day. It's Sunday. So, wrapping it up. Talk to y'all in another video.